Hi, Cancer. I'm Pam, and welcome to your Psychic Tarot reading for April 2015. This month, I laid out the Rainbow Tarot spread for you and pulled an additional card from Doreen Virtue's Archangel Michael Oracle cards. If you're interested in learning more about me or scheduling a private reading with me, please visit my website, theluckymermaid.com. Now on to your April reading, Cancer. The first card you have in your reading today is the Nine of Pentacles. And the Nine of Pentacles is a card to me that symbolizes being at peace and contentment with your life and having financial stability and abundance behind you. So it's a very positive card. I'm hearing that you're listening more to your gut and paying attention to your intuition. So that's good news right off the bat there. I feel that any material wealth that you have or have recently started to acquire is growing. And I see that this is going to be a load off of your mind and an easing up of pressure on you. So I do feel if you haven't experienced it yet, Cancer, it's either starting to happen or just getting ready to start happening. I do see increase in your finances. I do feel many of you Cancerians out there are going to be pleasure seeking, going away on travels, buying some nice luxury items for yourself personally or for your home. I do see you doing some beautification. So I feel that some of you may be redecorating, re-landscaping, maybe getting a new apartment and doing redecorating, buying a new home, uh, redoing your own home, like beautifying things around you is coming up, and beautifying things for yourself as well. And that's good, Cancer, because we all need to take care of ourselves because then it makes us much happier people, right? I feel some of you Cancerian people are going to be troubleshooting some cause or problem at work or in business. Where you work, if you work for somebody else, it's the place where you work. If it's your own company, it's at your own business. And if you're in a business where you get deals, I hear the deals are going to be fast and furious, like flowing really quickly, fast and furious. So if you're in any kind of sales, like selling cars or selling anything, selling, uh, for big companies or manufacturers or whatever it is that deals would be applied to, I'm getting it like it's going to be flowing really quickly and you're going to be doing really well. If you're a non-working Cancer, I feel that things are going to be jumping forward in a positive way with your family. I'm hearing like family matters improve and jump forward. And I also hear that you're going to be having a lot of ideas and making money off of them. So for some of you creative Cancerian people out there that are into acting and the arts, maybe theater and dancing, could be creating things if you're good at making decorative things like paintings, oil paintings, or just crafting things. Your ideas are really going to start making you some money. Even if it's creative in a business sense, like if you're good at web design or good at putting presentations together of any kind, if you're a chef or a pastry chef and you come up with some new desserts or a new menu or something, I just doesn't matter what, but you Cancerian people are going to be using your ideas and putting them to good use now, and you will be benefiting from those ideas financially. So I'm happy for you, Cancer. That's great news for you. I feel for many of you, everything's coming up roses or starting to. My guides are telling me that for many of you, the month of February was quite a highlighted month, or that's when things started to show up for you in a positive sense. So now, As I've said in the other videos, we're not all born at the same time on the same day of the same month in the same year. So for you Cancerian people that I'm reading this for, time will be varying because of that. So for some of you, you haven't started to hit the pinnacle yet. But for many of you, the jumping off point really shows up that February was a good highlighted month of starts of good things for you. Some of you are going to be broadening the generation gap and having some older people move in with you. So if any of you have some family, they don't even necessarily have to be elderly, just where there would be, a decent generation gap. I feel you're going to be having some people move in with you. Maybe they need help. Maybe you need to assist them. They could have broken their leg or their knee or had some kind of repairs done to themselves physically, especially around the knees and ankles and feet and lower legs. I see that come up. Some of you are just having elderly family members move in with you that need to be cared for, or it's too risky to leave them living on their own. So some of you are going to do that. It could even be older siblings to you if you have an age gap. You could be helping them out, or they could be living with you just for a period of time. But I do see that coming up for many of you Cancer people out there. Now, the next card you have in this layout, Cancer, is the High Priestess. And the High Priestess to me is a card that symbolizes your highest spirit guide showing up here in your reading today. It can also indicate if something's been hidden, but first and foremost to me, this is when one of your spirit guides, your main spirit guide, is showing up here to give you some important message and to let you know that they're watching you, guiding you, and protecting you. Your highest spirit guide is saying to me that she's happy to see you purchase things and take care of yourself and, treat yourself and make yourself happy with, spending on nice items. However, she's also saying make sure you have some finances in savings or put something away so that you have a cushion and gives you a sense of security. So if you can only afford to put, even $20 a week away into an account, that's savings that you don't touch. You could start doing that. If you have bigger increases, like if you get bonuses at work, or you just suddenly make a lot of money through these sales or deals that I saw earlier, or if you win money, just make sure you put some away. Your spirit guide is coming in here to talk about you making sure you have a cushion with savings. Wow, your spirit guide's really acting to me here like you're going to have some real big financial increases. And you may, I'm not saying, I don't know how long it's going to last for you. It might just be right now in a real short period of time. You might get a windfall, or you might do really well for a particular quarter of the year of 2015. But how it comes at you, make sure you don't just go, woohoo, I'm blowing it all. You really need to put some away. I don't want to be this voice of reason for you, Cancer. I really don't. But I'm just repeating what I'm hearing. So they're saying it for a reason. So it's coming up with your High Priestess card here. Yeah, and she's saying some of you might be talking to the financial government. You could be getting loans. You could be getting some kind of grant or a loan. However, I am hearing rein in spending, though, even though you should do it to some degree, because the spirit guide is telling me, I'm not hearing the IRS, but I just don't know. The income tax is this month. So, just make sure you have some money in savings, but don't forget to enjoy yourself at the same time and to treat yourself. And I definitely see some of you are really going to be doing well and having quite a financial boon. So it's still good news, and you're still going to be able to enjoy yourself with your money. For any of you that were waiting upon an approval of some kind of proposal, I do hear it is going to be granted to you and it will be passed through. So just know that that could be in so many ways. If you were waiting for some proposal on a land deal, you're going to get it. If you were waiting for, like, if it needed to get passed through something, like if you were going to build a home on some property, I have to apologize for my camera. It's glitching terribly, and I am going to have to buy a new camera. So when you see me stop and hesitate, but my voice is still going, it's the camera is glitching out. I do apologize, Cancer, for that. If you're you're waiting on some land deal approval or the government to give you that, agree to allow something to be built or developed, I do feel that you're going to get the approval for that. If you are waiting for a loan from a bank, I feel that you're going to get approved for that. If you put out a business proposal to someone and you were waiting to hear were they going to accept your proposal or not, I do feel you will. And even if you put out a proposal to someone for marriage and you're waiting to hear about that, I do feel that you will get an acceptance of yes to your proposal. So that's quite interesting for you Cancerians out there. Keep your cards close to your vest. They're talking to me about how jealousy can breed contempt and that you need to keep certain information private to yourself. This could even be like if you won money or if you got a raise or if you're doing really well financially for some other reason. I wouldn't share that information with people. I'm just getting that there is definitely jealousy here around you and that the best thing you can do to guard yourself from that jealousy is to not share too many personal details with people, especially right now, because I feel like you're really going to be doing well. And even though you would think that people would wish you well, unfortunately, there's a lot of jealous people in the world. So just take note of that. The card you have crowning your reading today, this looks good to me, Cancer. You have the Nine of Cups. And the Nine of Cups is a card to me that symbolizes wish fulfillment. This is good things coming to you in an emotional sense. And you being able to create some of this for yourself, too. Many people are going to start to see you as very successful now, Cancer. There is one of my spirit guides that loves the phrase bringing home the bacon and frying it up in a pan. I don't know who this is, but they do like that phrase, and once in a while it pops out. And I'm hearing that in regard to this card. So you're going to be really doing well and taking care of people with that money that you're making. So that's why they're making that reference. Like you're going to be like helping out the whole family with the money that you're going to be generating. Okay. They're also talking to me about a tidal wave of money that you're going to be making in the summertime. And they said the words during a heat wave. So I don't know, some of you may not experience a heat wave in the summer. However, I'm seeing the months of June and July in particular, and even into August, but I'm really seeing June and July when they make this statement. So know when we're having a heat wave that you will be having a tidal wave of success in the summertime months. So that's good news. I'm happy for you. For any of you that deal with a lawyer's office or work for a lawyer or work for a law office, so you'll have to see what that means because not all of you obviously work for a law firm, but for some Cancerian people out there, that comment is going to make sense. Any of you that have been dealing with the law, if there's been any court cases pending going on around you, I do feel that things will play out and go in your favor. So this is in a legal sense. So if you have any kind of court or legal issue going on right now, I do believe that you will be faring well and winning. Things will be going in your favor. April, May, and June are really highlighted with that particular message. I do feel that you will be spreading the wealth or any kind of increase that you have around among your family. I do feel you're going to be helping people. And you may have some people knocking on your doorstep, knocking on your door and hanging on your doorstep if they know you've won money, gotten a raise. But I do see you helping them. So you have to think over these messages here. Any of you that have been going against the grain within your family, I feel for some of you, not all of you, but for some of you, that you will be smoothing any ruffled family matters over, smoothing them over and gaining some peace in, any disruptive family matters that have gone on. If any of you have had digestive problems like acid reflux or acid indigestion or ulcers or problems dealing with your stomach and your esophagus, I feel that they will be over. That's something that's going to be leaving you now if you're a Cancer person that's experienced those difficulties. Now, the next card you have here today, Cancer, for this April 2015 Psychic Tarot reading, you have the Death card. And the Death card is a card that symbolizes something ending so something new can begin. This is a card of transformation. It does not usually mean a physical death. However, I have seen this card come up sometimes when there's been a family member that's already passed away. It can come up for that. Usually it's about a situation. I hear you're now coming to a closure of deals and a settling of an estate or settling of any outstanding affairs that have been, up in the air. I see it most strongly as an ending of a problematic family relationships. Anything that has been a problem or a struggle going on with your family, I see that first coming to a close, like those problems ending. And any jealousy that's gone on among family members, I feel will be being put to rest and ending there. You're going to have a jump start to your love life and your career for many of you. I see some of you are going to have your home is going to be televised on TV. Now, I don't know what that means. That could be for sale, like if there's a real estate channel, your house could be shown on this real estate channel and maybe somebody's going to buy it, and that's going to be a jump start to your finances there. For some of you, being televised just comes up in general for you. I feel many of you are really going to turn into a lean, mean fighting machine and really get your pedal to the metal about your physique. Like I'm seeing you jogging. I'm seeing some people weightlifting. I'm seeing people doing a lot of physical activity, but I'm really seeing like, wow, really toned, trim, really focus on weights, muscle definition. Some of you are really going to be working out very hard to get yourself and your body in tip-top shape. Maybe even dieting as well, drinking protein shakes or cutting out like fats and carbs and eating proteins and fruits. I don't know, but I see many of you really focusing on that and getting yourselves looking like, wow, stellar shape. So good for you, Cancer. I'm happy for you about that. I see many of you are really going to be living the lifestyles of the rich and famous. So some of you Cancerian people out there are really striking it hot with the money right now and elevating things that you're doing. Now, I know that this isn't going to apply to all of you. So don't get upset if I see all these Cancer people doing so well with their money and you feel like that's not you. I just feel like for you, if it hasn't happened yet or you're not finding yourself starting in this train of money coming at you, it's going to be coming. I just feel the timing is off for you, is later. I feel that some of you are going to be wrapping a lot of packages and sending out packages from anything that you're selling or doing on the internet, whether it's, through eBay or some other kind of, online auctions, or if it's things you're selling on your own website, if you have your own website, because they're showing me totally packing, wrapping, packaging, but it's stuff to be mailed. So some of you Cancerian people are going to be doing really well if you own your own web business or you're just selling your own personal items through auction or through somehow on the internet, because I'm seeing that and hearing it. I feel that you're going to be generating a lot of good faith and goodwill and positive buzz, because I hear people are going to be talking positively about you in whatever you're doing. Now, especially for those of you that are selling something, because I get your product being talked of highly, and you. If that doesn't make sense to you, that you're selling things or selling a product, then it's about you and what services you provide or whatever you're doing. You're going to be getting positive buzz and positive feedback about whatever you're doing, but especially for those that have a product they're creating or selling, whether it be for your own business or for somebody else's, just that you're selling it. You are going to be in a positive, uh, talked about state right now in the next, several months, probably throughout the rest of this year of 2015. Now, in your outcome card for your tarot portion of this reading, this could be you if you're a female uh, water sign. If you're the female Cancer watching this, this could be you, because this card is the Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Cups represents a water sign female. This would be a Cancer, a Pisces, or a Scorpio. Now, that could be their sun sign, their rising sign, or their moon sign. And the Queen of Cups is somebody that is usually very emotional, very sensitive, can be very intuitive, and very psychic. Their emotions usually run very deep and can be often controlled by the cycles of the moon, and the cycles of the tide can have a strong effect on them. If they're operating from the negative side of the Queen of Cups, she could be overwhelmed by her emotions, and which makes her scatter her energies and thinking. This can cause her some confusion, confused about her emotions, and overwrought, emotionally overwrought, if she's operating from the negative side. I hear sensuality is going to be heightened, and you're moving into new territory and new ground. Your life is about to take a turn for the better, and you're going to be developing new friends and possibly a new lifestyle. So if it doesn't make sense to you here that this is the Queen of Cups, then it could be the King of Cups if you're a male Cancer watching this, because I do feel this card is about the Cancerian person watching this video. It's about whoever you are watching. You're going to be going through a period of synchronicity of events, and I feel that things are really going to start falling into place for you systematically. Some of you will be getting blessings through spiritual teachings and learning. I'm hearing the divine power does want you to succeed and to be happy, and that you were not put on this earth to struggle and suffer. So I feel that many of you have given things over to God and the divine power and handed it over to let it be sorted out that way. And instead of trying to force things or control things, and this has actually been a benefit to you and a blessing, and that those things are now going to start working out in your favor. That's why I actually feel like if you've been feeling like things have been in the doldrums or not working out or turning in your favor, or like you've been in a waiting phase, or like things have been stalled. I feel that now things are now moving forward. The rest of this year, I feel that you're going to really see things start to rev up and amp up in many ways, in many categories of your life. I feel a lot of you have had a spiritual awakening, and for many of you, this has really happened in regard to family or family matters. If any of you have had a child or children that have been sick, because I'm seeing like a little child that maybe was suffering from some kind of illness, like lupus or leukemia, or some kind of long-term illness, or like Lyme's disease or something. I see blessings coming where they were healed, where a little child in your family, or it doesn't even have to be your child. It could be your sister or brother's child. It could be a cousin. It just, I see children that were not well being healed here. And so that's raised your level of faith and spirituality because of some miracles and things that you've witnessed within your own family. Now, obviously that's not going to apply to all of you, but I am seeing that. I feel many of you are receiving some financial blessings of being able to secure a home. So if some of you were worried about never being able to have the home that you really wanted, or maybe you had a home and you were afraid you were going to lose it through bankruptcy or foreclosure, I feel that you're getting blessings now, especially in regard to your home. It's really coming up strong, Cancer. So that's good news. I'm happy for you, because nothing like feeling secure about where you're living every day. That's extremely important to your emotional well-being. Now, for your outcome card with the Doreen Virtues Archangel Michael Oracle cards, you got you and your loved ones are safe, which is interesting to me considering the message that just came up on the last card. So this makes a lot of sense to me. Here's the Archangel Michael prayer. Dear God and Archangel Michael, thank you for watching over me and my loved ones. Please help me feel secure and at peace, and fill me with faith so that I may focus on my priorities and enjoy a healthful, happy life. I hear that your dreams are being brought into reality for many of you. I hear that your prayers have been heard and answered, and I feel that the divine source and angels are delivering it to you, what you are wishing for and hoping for. I do feel that you're going to be giving a lot of love and affection and help to people who need it, that are going to come to you now. And this could be your own children, it could be a spouse, it could be parents, elderly and aging parents, it could be your siblings, it could even be through coworkers of yours that are in need at this time. And I feel that you're going to be, or have been, standing tall and strong at any adversities you've been facing. And again, it comes up to me that you are being rewarded for your strength and those efforts. And I do feel that you are going to be bringing a lot of joy into your family. And any family members that haven't been feeling good about you for a while, if you've been at odds with anyone, I feel that those opinions are going to be shifting and changing in your favor. I just see a lot of positive thoughts coming your way, and a lot of positive things coming up in this month of April 2015, Cancer. So I hope this reading was of help to you. And I want to say thank you so much for liking and sharing my videos. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing to my channel and for Google Plusing. I do appreciate that. If you'd like to learn more about me or schedule a private reading with me, please visit my website, theluckymermaid.com. I hope you have a fantastic month of April, Cancer, and know that I wish you many blessings and peace.